Osho is born in a very remote village in central India, in a very uneducated family, lower middle class family. And the village where he was born, there was no school in the village. So till the age of 8, he could not go to school. When he moved to another city, he was born in a village called Kuchwara. It's a village near Jabalpur, 200 kilometers out. It's still a very primitive village. When I did my first camp 15 years before in Kuchwara, there were no bathrooms in the village, no school, no telephone, no water supply, no metal road. Everything was very primitive. And when Osho was born, you can imagine how was the condition of the village. There was no educated person in the village. The highest education a person had is only 3. He has read up to 3 grade. He was supposed to be a great learned person. He has studied up to class 3. He was the most educated person in the village. So Osho has been born in that background. Then they moved, their parents moved to Gadarwara. There was a school, and also went to school first time at the age of 8. But that school is also not very modern school, very simple village school from where he matriculated. He was never exposed to good English school or elite society. He was brought up in a remote village and with primitive people. So he didn't have exposure to the so-called cultural and elite society. But I surprised, I astonished that being brought up in that atmosphere, how his idea becomes so modern, so up to date, that even country like America could not digest it. Even in Europe, the most modern country, they could not tolerate his ultra modern vision. It, it is his intelligence, his personal intelligence. He was book lover and he studied very varied subject. In his library, personal library in Pune, still lies there were 100,000 books. All books he has read, he has marked, underlined, make note on that. Perhaps it is one of the largest personal library where the owner has read all the books. People buy books, rich people buy books, but they don't read. They just keep in their drawing room. It is prestige. It is a decoration. The people buy books. Nowadays, people don't read much, but they buy books just to show that they are educated. But Osho has read all his books. On different subjects. And he has practiced all method of meditation, Sufi, Zen, Buddhist, Yogic, Hindu. And based on his personal study and his personal experience, he developed his own meditation techniques. There are more than 300 techniques also had designed, modern techniques. And when he moved to Pune, the first ashram was established in 1974 in Pune. When he moved to Pune, then his life became very regular and he started giving discourse every morning. He used to give lecture 8 o'clock from 8 to 9:30, about 90 minutes. 1 month in English and 1 month in Hindi. So regularly, for 7 years, it was a regular schedule that every morning he used to give discourse, and based on those discourse, 700 books have been printed. I think that's the largest number of books any author, any mystic has produced. 700 books, and the books have been translated into 60 international languages. Almost all important languages of the world, his books have been translated and published. And these days his books are best-selling books in some of the countries like Taiwan, Korea. Almost 200 countries, in 200 countries there are also disciples, also sannyasi, and his books are read. So he became very popular in a very short time. He moved to Pune in 1974 and he left Pune for Rajneeshpuram in 81. In those 7 years, Osho became an international figure. He was known all over the world as his sannyasi were spotted in red orange cloth with mala every part of the globe. And he started many centers around. There were several centers, over 500 centers scattered all around the world. So in 7 years he became known all over the world. He came to America in 81 with a great vision to transform this country, to create a strong Buddhafield, energy field. Because America has everything except a enlightened master. And a strong Buddhafield. We also wanted to fulfill that. And Osho created a beautiful commune in the Oregon, Rajneeshpuram. But unfortunately people could not understand his vision and they could not tolerate his commune, so it was closed in 1985. But in 4 years, he experimented. The thousands of people, 10,000 people were living there as a community. They were eating together in one dining hall, one kitchen. Meditation. There were 10,000 people meditating in one hall. There were 10,000 residents and there were visitors. During the celebration, we have about 20 to 25,000 visitors from all around the world. So that big number of people have never gathered in the world for serious spiritual search. So the place became very powerful. Rajneeshpuram, a very powerful commune. But unfortunately, people could not misunderstood his mission, and the commune could not survive. But it was a great experiment, very great experiment. To create, America need a Buddhafield, strong Buddhafield. Buddhafield is an energy field where when you enter, your energy is transformed, where you can feel some transcendental energy, where God can be provoked, where meditation is natural. You have not to meditate, just close your eyes and sit down in any corner of the Buddhafield and you are in meditation. We have created energy fields. In Nepal there are many We have around 75 centers and 5 big communes. If you visit Nepal, you can feel that what is Buddhafield. You just enter into the campus and you will feel that you have entered into the different world. Whole energy is different, whole vibe is different. And meditation is so natural. You have not to force, you have not to try, you have to just float and let go with the energy and you are in deep meditation. So I am traveling America since last 3 years with the same objective, that we could create a Buddhafield somewhere where people can feel that benediction, people can feel that energy. And meditation should become so natural that one has not to make any effort for meditation. Just entering into the energy field, one is tuned to oneself and one is tuned to higher consciousness.